Welcome to the Recaps channel. In today's video, we'll recap Alita, Battle Angel. Let's get started. In the year 2563, Earth remains devastated by a cataclysmic war known as the Fall. Dr. Dyson Ito, a scientist, comes across a female cyborg with a human brain while scavenging for parts in Iron City's enormous scrapyard. Ito brings the cyborg home and repairs it. The cyborg awakens with no memory of her past. Hungry and lacking memories, she learns about her identity from Ito. He names her Alita. They explore Iron City and gaze at the sky city of Zalem. They discover a TV show called Motorball, but Ito dismisses it. Alita sees a wanted poster for a serial killer and encounters a police robot known as a Centurion. She defends a dog and impresses a boy named Hugo. At night, an attack occurs, and Alita notices Ito returning home with a bloodied arm. The next morning, she sees the injury on his arm. Their cyborg patient reveals that he was a victim of cyborg body part thieves and mentions a serial killer. While outside, Alita encounters Skrein, who shows interest in her. Skrein meets Ito and discusses Alita, suggesting that Ito is unable to let go of their child's memory. Skrein proposes that they work together to create Motorball champions to earn money for a return to Zalem, but Ito declines. Meanwhile, Alita finds Hugo playing Motorball and he invites her to join. She struggles at first but eventually scores a point after overcoming challenges. Hugo offers her a ride home, and during their time together, he points out Zapan, a bounty hunter known as a hunter-warrior, who catches Alita's attention. The following day, Hugo takes Alita to a secret spot where they can see Zalem. That night, Alita follows Ito and they are ambushed by a gang of cyborg serial killers led by Gruishka. Ito tells Alita to escape, but she fights back, killing Romo. Nishiana, the cloaked woman, attacks Alita, who manages to defeat her. Ito battles Gruishka but is overpowered. Alita escapes Gruishka's attacks and lands a powerful blow, but he escapes. In the heat of the moment, Alita taps into her combat skills known as Panzerkunst, a forgotten martial art for machine bodies. Ito claims the bounty on Nishiana and Alita confronts him about her memories, leading Ito to confess that Alita's body belonged to his deceased daughter. His daughter was disabled and Ito built her a cyborg body, but she was murdered by one of his deranged patients. This event caused Skrein to leave him. Seeking vengeance, Ito killed his daughter's murderer but found no peace, which led him to register as a hunter-warrior for the factory. Ito reveals that Alita's heart is powered by an antimatter microreactor, a technology that hasn't been available since the fall, making Alita over 300 years old. Gruishka seeks assistance from Skrein, who is working for Vector. Vector changes his mind about helping Gruishka when Gruishka speaks with Nova's voice, the technocrat ruler of Zalem. Nova orders Skrein to rebuild Gruishka and capture Alita. Nova promises to bring Skrein to Zalem if she pleases him. Meanwhile, Ito and Alita realize someone is protecting Gruishka, as he is off the bounty list. Alita insists on becoming a hunter-warrior, but Ito opposes, and Alita runs away. She joins Hugo in a motorball match, where they learn about the chance to reach Zalem. During the game, Kenoba and his weapon catch Skrein attention. Tanji interrupts the match, causing Hugo and Alita to leave. Later, Kenoba is attacked by masked motorcyclists who electrocute him and capture him in a truck. Vector arrives and Hugo and his friends reveal themselves as the assailants. The next day, Hugo and his friends take Alita outside the city to show her a sunken warship to trigger her memories. Alita discovers an advanced cyborg body inside, but Ito declines to install her into it upon realizing that it belonged to the Berserkers, formidable soldiers from the United Republic of Mars, the enemy nation during the fall, of which Alita was once a member. Frustrated, Alita decides to register herself as a hunter-warrior. At the Kansas bar, she and Hugo struggle to recruit other hunter-warriors to help them take down Gruishka. Zapan, a bully and fellow cyborg hunter-warrior, taunts Alita, resulting in a fierce fight that escalates into a chaotic bar brawl. Ito arrives in time to intervene. Suddenly, an upgraded Gruishka appears and challenges Alita to a duel, revealing that he was sent by Nova to eliminate her. Despite her combat prowess, Alita's body sustains damage from Gruishka's attacks. However, Ito, Hugo, and the hunter-warrior McTeague arrive and force Gruishka to retreat. Ito apologizes to Alita and proceeds to transplant her into the powerful Berserker body. Alita, now in love with Hugo, participates in a motorball tryout race to win the prize money necessary to send him to Zalem. Hugo decides to leave his life of crime behind due to his relationship with Alita. He confronts his partner, Tanji, but Zapan intervenes, killing Tanji and framing Hugo for the murder of another cyborg. Hugo narrowly escapes and contacts Alita for help. Alita abandons the race to assist him and finds him just as Zapan catches up to them. Zapan mortally wounds Hugo, but Dr. Skrein, who has had a change of heart and no longer works for Vector, offers to save him by attaching his severed head to Alita's life support system. When Zapan realizes the trick and attempts to stop Alita, she seizes his prized Damascus blade and disfigures him. Ito implants Hugo's head onto a cyborg body and reveals to Alita that Vector's promise of helping Hugo reach Zalem was a lie. As an exiled citizen of Zalem himself, Ito is certain that residents of Iron City cannot ascend to Zalem without becoming a motorball champion. Determined, Alita storms the factory and confronts Vector, who discloses that Skrein has been used as an organ donor. Vector summons Gruishka to defeat Alita, but her new nanotech-infused body allows her to easily destroy him. She forces Nova to communicate through Vector and, when Nova threatens harm to her friends, Alita fatally impales Vector. Ito contacts Alita and informs her that Hugo has fled and is attempting to climb a cargo tube to reach Zalem. Alita catches up to him and pleads with him to come back with her. Hugo eventually agrees, but a serrated defense ring dropped by Nova slices through his body, causing him to fall from the tube. Alita catches him, but her strength is not enough to pull him up. Hugo thanks Alita for saving him before he plummets to his death. Months pass, and Alita becomes a celebrated contender in the motorball tournament. As the crowd cheers for her, she points her plasma-charged sword toward Zalem, vowing to seek vengeance. Above, Nova watches with a smirk on his face. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share if you enjoyed the video. See you again here on the Recaps channel.